The OzoDry. This is a sterilizer and clothing dryer. This is something that I will leave a link down below for the Amazon link. However, the cool part about this product is it was designed by Ryan, who played in the NFL, and I was able to purchase this from him directly at a tournament. And he does a really nice spiel of explaining this section right here. So the OzoDry uses ozone technology to not only dry the garments, but kill the bacteria, as it says here, that leads to the funk with smelly shoes, any kind of gear, in as little as 30 minutes. So the cool thing about this is it is dummy proof, and I'll explain that in a second when I take it out of the box. Okay, so this is super simple. This is the base. These are called the chips, and they're labeled left and right. And if you'll notice, when you look down in here, there's a slot that has what looks like some little metal teeth. Obviously, that's where this is going to go. And then when you open it up to the manual, I love this. Don't let the germs multiply. Knock them out with OzoDry. So, again, you cannot mess this thing up. Here's all the descriptions. We're not going to go over that. Obviously, you have to plug it in, give it power. Nothing works without power. You can see how these work and fit, right? So these slide into the top here, and there's only one way to put them in because there's this little curved section. And then obviously these are going to go into the base here, and there's got this little vent, obviously, for the bottom right here. Now, what these pieces are for, they just fit in like that. This is for the helmet. So if you have a football helmet, a motorcycle helmet, a lacrosse helmet, a bicycle helmet, this is going to send the air through these vents, and this is basically just a stable base for a helmet. Okay, now these are what they're calling the left and the right chip, and you can see where there's vents coming through here. So again, there's really no way to mess this up because you'll see this little curved section in the front, and then a curved section here. You'll see the little tab there, and you'll see a little tab right there, and you'll just slide that in, and it literally just sets right in there. It's super simple to put this in, and you don't need to push real hard. It just kind of, again, it just kind of just sinks right in. It's very well made. All right, so how do you use this thing? So obviously you have to plug it in, but this is the part right here, section 5, that this is the reason, one of the main reasons that I bought this, because you can't screw this up. So after you plug it in, put shoes or socks or gloves or whatever onto the holders, and then make sure the auto start stop sensor 1 is covered, and your dryer will start. So I believe that was number 1 and that was number 2. But the point is, to make it even more simple, is once you slide something over this, it's automatically going to start, and it's going to stay on for 30 minutes. And then it says if you want to manually start it, you can start it by pressing and holding the plus and minus buttons simultaneously for a few seconds. So that's these right here. You would just hold these down. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. You just have to activate it by sliding something over it to make it basically sense that there's a garment or a shoe for it to start drying. All right, so going back to this, again, you can go up to 99 minutes between 100 and 150 degrees Fahrenheit. It kills 99% of the bacteria, mold, mildew, etc. There's no chemicals and there's no filters. I've got to repeat that. There's no chemicals and there's nothing to replace, which was, again, another reason I bought this, because you're looking at the entire unit here, and here's, I mean, whatever's inside with this technology, with this ozone, you don't have to replace anything once you start using this. All right, so when you first plug it in, you're gonna see where it says STZ. And if you look, that is the sterilizing, I guess, mode for 5 minutes. And then again, the default mode is this performance mode, and you can change the time and or the temperature. There's a couple troubleshooting things over here. I thought this was really funny. Make sure it's plugged in. That's really important. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to show you is this button right here. If you press this, You can cycle through the different settings, change your temperature. You can change your drying time. And again, here's the sterilizing time. You can change that as well. I have it on, and you can smell. It's kind of like, oh geez, I don't even know. You can kind of hear it too. But you can feel a little bit of air coming in through here. And it smells like a, like a cleaner, but it's not like a chemical. It just smells like clean air, basically. So check this out as far as your settings. Play around with it, but this, I'm going to do a follow-up video. Ryan, when he bought it from him, said, if you have any questions whatsoever, contact him directly. There is some warranty stuff on the back of this. OzoDry, check it out.